from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from.
He never returned either for the game, so.
That ain't good. That ain't good. Next thing we got on the docket, fellas, we got the Buffalo Bills. They're going to take on the Miami Dolphins divisional game. Line is at +3.5. The Dolphins, the total at 47.5. Plus, I come actual. The Bills 9-3 ATS in their last 12 games, 8-2 straight up in their last 10, 5-0 straight up in their last 5 games against Miami. 9-2 straight up in their last 11 games against an opponent from the AFC. 6-0 straight up in their last 6 games against an opponent from the AFC East Division. But 1-4-1 ATS their last 6 games played week 2. Total gone over in 13 of the last 20, over in 4 of the last 5, and over in 4 of the last 6 when playing on the road in Miami. The Dolphins 10-3 ATS their last 13, 10-3 straight up their last 13, 6-0 ATS their last 6 at home, 12-4 ATS their last 16 against an opponent from the AFC, 2-7 straight up in their last 9 played in September, 2-5 straight up in the last 7 games played in week 2. Total's gone under in 4 of the last 5 against an opponent from the AFC East, but over in 4 of the last 6 games when played at home against Buffalo, and over in 5 of the last 5 straight up against Buffalo. Mikey, what you got for me? Bills, Dolphins. Dolphins +3.5.
I'm gonna go with the Bills -3.5. I think they're gonna go ahead and get back on track. The Dolphins, yeah, they did beat the Patriots, but they really should have lost that game. So what? It was like a fumble or something.
Yeah, they fumbled it. He stripped him.
Something like that. Yeah,
they was going in for the score. Yeah, they stripped it from him. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they only had like 200 some yards total offense, and they gave up over 400 yards on defense.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's kind of surprising that they even won that game. So I can't trust the Dolphins. Even though in the Bills, like I said, they lost against the Steelers, but shit, they held the defense held the Steelers scoreless in the first half. So ultimately, I'm gonna go with that defense. I think the offense, this is a good position for them to go ahead and get back on track. I wasn't impressed with anything that Miami did on offense last week. And so I'm definitely all over this Bills -3.5. I mean, I think that they probably can win this by somewhere between 7 and 10. So I'm gonna go with the Bills -3.5.
Okay. Bills -3.5. Mr. LJ from Houston.
I'm right with him. Bills -3.5, bro. Like he said, I think they'll put 30 points on Miami, bro. To be honest with you, considering how they played last week against Pittsburgh, and like how you just named off them trends, Buffalo dominates this division. And Mikey said it. Dolphins only had 259 total yards last week. Patriots had 393. That's almost a 100-yard difference almost. You see what I'm saying? So the Patriots, they turned the ball over twice. That's what really hurt them. You know, the Dolphins didn't do nothing spectacular. They was 4-11 on third down. You know, they only rushed the ball for 74 yards, and they only had the ball 23 minutes. So Buffalo's going to dominate time of possession. They're going to dominate the run game. They're going to dominate the red zone. Even though they was 1 for 4 last week, they led the NFL with 4 attempts in the red zone. That was number 1. So I think they're going to get back to that as well. And 8 of 18 on third down last week, even though they lost to Pittsburgh. 8 of 18. You see what I'm saying? So they're going to control the ball. They're going to get third down conversions, and they're going to keep Miami's defense on the field, and they're going to wear them out. So I'm riding with Mikey as well. Buffalo -3.5. Easy. Like he said, it may win by 10 or 15 points.
Man, I think y'all was, well, I won't say Mikey, but definitely LJ. Are we forgetting how good Miami defense is?
No,
Like
we're not
they
forgetting.
had one of the top defenses in the league last year. And
But it's predicated off of turnovers. They have to get turnovers.
Yeah, but they just gave up over 400 yards against the Patriots.
For real.
they
So,
they only scored 14 points. Patriots did
16.
16 points.
Mm-hmm.
And they got the turnovers. I mean, they didn't give them the turnovers. They stripped those balls. I mean, that's what they do. Like LJ said, their defense is predicated on taking the ball over. That's what they do. Oh, but so let me start by saying I'm not saying the Bills won't win the game. That's not what I'm saying. But I don't think putting up 30 points. I think that's a lot for this Miami defense at home. They're 6-0 ATS at home over their last 6. 10-3 ATS their last 13. 10-3 straight up in their last 13. 12-4 ATS over their last 16. Now Tua, I will say Tua, that's gonna be the problem. If Tua turns the ball over, they're gonna go offensively as far as Tua goes. But my problem with the Bills is this: they're one-dimensional. And I told you this the other day when we did your show. They made a mistake not going to draft or pick up a running back to help Jared Allen out. Because now all they got is throw the ball. That's all they're going to do is try to throw the ball. And it's just, to me, when you're one-dimensional, it's easy to stop. I know what you're going to do. I don't think they're going to go out there and light up Buffalo's defense. I think they may win, but I don't know, man. And I'm scared of the 3.5 because I really think Miami can pull this out outright at home. I'm going to take the under 47.5 because I just don't think it'll be a bunch of points scored by Miami. Tua can't move the ball. So if LJ is right and they do get the blowout, I think I still can get under 47.5. But I don't think this team, Buffalo Bills team, scores more than I don't think they get to the 30s. But if they don't get to 24, they lose. So I think Tua can. I don't think this Bills defense is that good. I think the Steelers offense was really that bad. But we'll find out, right? So, but I like the under 47.5. I think that's way too high because Miami can't score. And if the Bills defense is good, Miami won't score. And if the Dolphins defense is good, I think they should hold the Bills to under that 30. I think maybe, 27-10, 27-14, somewhere along there. I think low 40s, high 30s. This game will end up.
I think the problem. I think you're right. Miami has a good defense. The only problem I have with that is that the lack of offense. I think the defense is going to be on the field for long periods of time.
Yeah, it could be.
Eventually, they're going to get tired, and that's when you start making mistakes.
If you can, but see, can the Bills tire them out? Because they're just going to throw the fucking ball. They're not going to run them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do a lot of throws and get some 3-and-outs.
They need to run the ball.
I don't know who's going to win, though. I mean, granted, I like the under. So I just don't – because I know the Dolphins can't score. If anything, I do know they can't score. So
the Bills are going to have to figure out what they're going to do with the run game. I mean, they got Devin Singletary. They brought in Matt Breida, and they got – I think they drafted Zach Moss last year. So they're going to have to figure it out. They're going to have to be able to run the football. They're going to have to run the football. And if they can't run the football, they're not going to win games at all.
They're just not going to outthrow everybody like that, especially in Buffalo. It's going to get cold.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
And they only got 2 people running the ball, Josh Allen and Singletary.
And I don't think you want Josh Allen running the ball.
No, definitely not.
That's just me. I don't want
it may be more competitive than what we think. But I'm gonna take the Bills. With the money.
I like the under. I'm staying away from the side. I lean plus the points because I think it'll be kind of close. But officially, I'm on the under.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look why, cause we gon' make them pay. We from